All right, guys, welcome back to the Franklin Forge. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of motorcycle work as well as some forging. So this is called the Franklin Forge after all. So I recently acquired a lathe, a metal lathe. I traded a surface grinder for it, and the gentleman that I traded with works on motorcycles. So we got to talking, and he had this leftover kickstand from a Harley Davidson. And I don't know what year this one is. It's got significant wear on the bottom. But we had a cool idea, and I suggested to him, because I asked him, I was like, hey, is there anything that we could forge for your bike? It'd be kind of cool. So he had this extra one lying around, and it attaches in here. And originally I was going to try and recreate this entire piece. But I came up with a better plan, which is to leave this part alone and actually use this. I was going to forge on a piece and weld it, and I was like, wait, this is probably just mild steel. So this is the kickstand, and what we're going to do, I'm going to heat this up, and I'm going to forge a octopus tentacle, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. It doesn't have to be a kickstand. You can incorporate it into a bottle opener and other things. So pretty simple to do. Some pretty basic forging skills required to do this, because all it is simply drawing out a taper, and then you get as artistic as you want when it comes to the finished product. So first thing we're going to do is probably cut this, because this is going to get drawn and tapered out, so it doesn't need to be as long as it is. So I'm probably going to cut it off here so I don't have to deal with that bit, and then grind the chrome finish off of this before throwing it into the forge, because if I understand it right, that would probably throw off some toxic fumes, and we don't want to do that. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is cut this off, throw it, clean the chrome off of it, and throw it in the forge and get to forging. So okay, so I've got the taper forged out, so that's all I did. Obviously, if you're doing it by hand, it's going to take you a lot longer. I used the power hammer and was able to crank this out pretty quickly. So got a nice little taper there. That's what we're looking for. And now we go over to the weld. Okay, it's still pretty hot, but what we did, and I'll get some close-ups of this, is I drew, like I said, I drew my taper out, and then I went over to the MIG welder, and I welded blobs alternating all the way up to the point. Now, these are going to be our tentacles, or the suction part of our tentacle. So we've got our tentacle established. So the next thing we're going to do is you'll get these little peaks. I'm by no means a certified welder. You'll get these little peaks, and so what I like to do is I heat it up and I kind of hammer those down a little bit, And then once those are hammered down, I go in with my next heat and I take a punch and I will place it on those little suckers and hammer those down. So that's kind of the next steps that we're going to do. And then once that is established, then we'll start to do our curl. So cool.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for following along on this really short project. I hope you found it interesting. I hope it inspires you to get out there and make something. It doesn't have to be, you know, your typical blacksmithing stuff or a knife or anything. You can take something like this, a kickstand off a motorcycle, and add some really cool flair to it and do something different. And I hope the customer enjoys as well. We'll get some shots of that on my Instagram page over at the Franklin Forge on Instagram. So be sure to follow me on there. And please stay tuned and subscribe to this channel to see all the exciting things that we have coming out in the coming weeks and months. We get some really cool stuff that we've already shot and we're currently editing. So please make sure you subscribe if you're a maker, if you're wanting to get into making and stuff, because we're going to cover a huge wide spectrum of different things. So we're just getting started, guys. So please follow along, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. I promised that I would do the giveaway announcement for the restored chef's knife at the end of my next YouTube video. So that's what this is. I've got all of the names compiled into a list on my computer, and I'm going to do a random number generator, and we'll pick the winner, and I'll contact you. So thanks for watching. Let's switch over to see who won. Okay, I've got the compiled list of all of the entries. That includes your the duplicates for people who also commented on the YouTube video. So they got a secondary entrance to increase their chances. So let's see, we've got 63. So let's go over to the random number generator here. We'll put in 63 and generate 32. Let's see who 32 is. M. McCormick. Awesome, Lake County, Florida. Congratulations, Michael. You've won this restored chef's knife. So I'll be contacting you, let you know you won. And thanks for following me. And thanks to everyone for watching the YouTube video.